Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Akash. In this video, we are going to have a candid conversation with Bedabrat, who is part of our Snap GPI course, and he has done with SIOM Nashik interview. So we'll ask him regarding his interview experience, what do's and don'ts that one should do during this interview season. So Bedabrat, welcome back to our channel. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you, Akash. I am good. I am good. How are you?
I'm fine. So, Bedabrat, the series that we launched yesterday, almost we are getting 2 to 3K views on this series regarding Symbiosis. So, we got to know about the students who are aspiring for SIM Nashik, right? Since we are done with the interview, we wanted to understand more about the whole process of SIM Nashik, right? Before jumping directly to SIM Nashik interview experience, all the audience and I wanted to understand your background, your 10th, 12th, BTech.
Yeah, sure. Hi, Akash. So, my name is Bedabrat Talukdar. I belong to a small town which is located in Assam. And as per my acad, I did my 10th from Assam itself and got a percentage of 90.5. Post that, in my plus two, I got a percentage of 83. And after that, I did my engineering from Government College of Assam and got a CGPA of 8.42, which is equivalent to 84.2%.
Mm-hmm.
And I got into Dabur through campus placement, and I was working at Dabur as a senior associate manager for 2 years. I left my job recently,
Mm-hmm.
and after that, I was preparing for Snap and had my SIOM interview recently, yesterday. That is a brief about my ACADS and WorkX actually.
Okay. So, Vedavrat, I wanted to understand how do you got to know about MBA examinations and why you thought of, leaving your job and looking for this MBA examinations?
Yes, so particularly while working at Dabur, I was looking at only one vertical of it, that is the manufacturing and the packing side of the business. So I was unaware about all the other verticals of operations, whether it is the demand forecasting, how is the demand generated, how sales are being done, how the finished goods that we are making is being shipped to the retailer, distributor, wholesaler, how the proper logistic is being done. So I was unaware of all those verticals as I was looking after only one vertical. So I thought that an MBA will give me a holistic overview of the business as well as it will ultimately help me to grow in that sector as well. So that was my key motivation for which I thought that an MBA will help me a lot. And for that reason, I left my job actually.
Okay. Vedavrat, I do belong to the same background of yours. Coming from a tier 3 city, it is a very tough decision to leave your job and to look for career aspirations. So, Vedavrat, how do you got to know about, CAD, the SNAP, NMAT? Were there any motivators for you? Were there any seniors for you? For my case, there were some seniors from my BTech background who told me regarding this examination. Then I got to know about it. Then I researched about it.
Yeah, there were few key peoples in my life as well. One of them is my elder sister. So she is also an electrical engineer graduate, and she did her MBA from Pondicherry Central University. So one of the key person who motivated me is a senior of mine who was working at Dabur only, and he worked at Dabur for 6 years. And post that, he went to do a 1 year MBA program from IIM,
Mm-hmm.
Lucknow.
Mm-hmm.
So he was a key motivator for which I came to know about all these entrances, what all colleges are there, what all courses are there. So these
Mm-hmm.
are few key people who have motivated me to do an MBA or to know about MBA.
Okay. Now you took a risk of leaving your job, right? What was the reaction
Yeah.
of your parents? Were they supportive, or was this a mistake that you did from your side?
They were supportive. Actually, the thing is, luckily, my parents have been supportive of whatever decision I have took in past as well. So they have been supportive to this decision as well. I have also make them understood like what are my career aspirations and how MBA can take me there. Whatever I was doing decent. I will not complain that I had a something worse than somebody else or something like that. I was doing decent, but the thing is, whatever career aspirations I was having, I tried to convince that or put. I tried my parents to understood a bit about that as well, and it just went smooth. Didn't face any issue with that.
Okay, got it. So,
Yeah.
Bedabrat, we wanted to understand now you got to know about SNAP examination, right? How many attempts have you given for SNAP examination?
I have given two attempts, the
Okay.
second and the third attempt. Yeah.
Uh, what was the location of the SNAP attempt, and what was your whole scenario regarding this aptitude test? How you prepared for it.
Yes, yes, yes. So, see, as I have told you that I have left my job at around October, so I didn't get much time for preparation. Although I attempted twice, and both of my center was in Guwahati itself, Guwahati, Assam.
Mm-hmm.
And the preparation was, as SNAP is a very time-based exam, for whatever time I had for preparation, I usually took a lot of mocks. I have joined the mock session of a coaching institute back then.
Mm-hmm.
So I have did a few mocks and then the regular practices, time-based question practices. So that is what I did for those 1.5 months,
Okay, got
actually.
it.
Yeah.
Now, once you go for the examination, right? What was your reaction? For me, when I went for the snap, I have never seen 1,000 people sitting in one floor and they are, pushing their keyboard. Some are mugging up the formula. Some are, in pressure. I was intimidated for first 10 to 15 minutes. I was like, what is going on there, right? So, what was your reaction regarding the hall?
Same, same, same. Like, initially, I didn't thought that see, whenever we do mocks at home, that's a whole different environment. It's
Mm-hmm.
usually a calmer environment and you can focus on whatever you are doing. But over there, in the initial 5, 6 minutes, people were speaking in microphones. They are announcing that this candidate please join, that candidate please join. And in Snap, I believe every minute is very important.
Important, right?
So, so these were some things that students do have to keep in mind. Like the environment you appear in mocks is not the same as you appear in the actual exam.
Right. So,
So those are
guys,
few things, yeah.
yeah, guys, do one thing. If possible, what I was doing, I used to give my mocks in the study point, right? So I used to sit in an environment where there's a lot of people are chatting, so that I'll got to know about how I can prepare and how I can handle the pressure. So, Vedabrat, now you are done with the snap. How do you got to know about our channel? How do you got to know about our GPI course? And tell me the whole scenario and what are the calls that you had?
Yeah, it is also a very interesting story regarding the channel actually. So, I had when I had few of the calls, I was just searching on YouTube for GPI courses, GPI, how people are preparing and all those things. So I came to know about your channel. There was a video I think about Great Lakes only,
Mm-hmm.
where I commented as well, and you have replied to my comment as well. Back then, I didn't know you.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of my senior as well, she was appearing for a Great Lakes interview in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
So, she suggested me your number. So, I texted you on WhatsApp, I guess. I
Mm-hmm.
texted you that this thing, I have this call, and then you added me to the group,
Mm-hmm.
the WhatsApp group. So basically, in that way, I came to know about you. But uh, before talking about that senior, I have commented on your videos way back, maybe 2, 3 months back, and you replied to that as well. So I came to know that you are the same person, and this is the way I came to know about you guys.
Got it. So, Vedabrat, we wanted to understand the GPI process of SIM Nashik, right? Since I have given
Yes.
that SIM Nashik three times, so I know what kind of things that are asked to Symbiosis. So, how was your experience? We'll go to the G part of it. How many
Yes.
people were there? What was the topic? Were they professors from the same institute, or were there people from other background? Because I have seen in these three times when I given SIM Nashik. there were two ma'ams who were present there. In the second interview, there was one sir and there was one ma'am. So, what about you? Like, how was the scenario there?
Yeah, so basically, in my session, yesterday's session, so there were 8 candidates in total.
Mm-hmm.
And so the GE panel was consisting of a female panelist and a male panelist. I am not aware of their names, neither I am aware whether or not they both are professor or someone is a guest lecturer or industry expert. I am not aware of that. But
Mm-hmm.
both the panelists were very, very helpful, as in like was very welcoming.
Mm-hmm.
So, as for the GE, initially we joined in the breakout room and then we were sent to the GE room, where we were given a picture actually
Mm-hmm.
about the GE. That the picture was, it was a random picture of a conference hall, where in the middle there was a chair. In the left side there were a rectangular table with few other chair, and in the right side there were some normal chair available there. And they already mentioned that we have to discuss about this image,
Mm-hmm.
considering the fact that we cannot consider it in terms of education.
Mm-hmm.
So they have already mentioned, because the moment one will see the picture, the first thing that will come to mind will be uh, a classroom kind of a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But they have already put that in asterisk mark that we cannot consider education as a factor.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a bit vague at first, but the GU was really interesting. I didn't, I was not the first one to start the GE, but I came in third. But
Mm-hmm.
I believe I have given some good points into the GE.
Okay. So I wanted to understand regarding this G, Bedabrat. Now, how many entries have you
Yes.
taken? Was there a fish market, and was there people? They were putting their point of view. What was the whole scenario like this?
Yes. So the one different thing was in my previous GEs for other SNAP colleges, we
Mm-hmm.
used to usually get 1 minute of individual time at first.
Right.
But here in case of SIOM, we didn't get any individual time.
Right.
They just asked us to start. So the total number of entries I get was somewhere around, I think, 4 to 5 entries I took.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
uh, the first entry that I took was in third. So prior to me, two people have already spoken,
Mm-hmm.
and I got the third entry, and I looked at few of their points.
Mm-hmm.
I agreed with few of the points, but I also disagreed with some of their points. So it was a very healthy conversation in general. It was a very healthy conversation, not much of a fish market situation. Everybody were decent only throughout the topic. It's just that the topic, since it is a bit vague topic, so it was a bit difficult to keep talking continuously for about 20 minutes, because 20 minutes time was given for the
Too much.
GE.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the only thing, but still everybody contributed really well.
Right. 20 minutes is the time that they're given. If there's a topic which is abstract or geopolitics or, where you can use pest analysis. But for this kind of topic, it's very tough to, elongate the topic and elongate the duration, right? So you need to have three
Yes,
to
yes.
four entries minimum. So, Vedabrat, now you're done with G, right? How much time do you have to wait for this personal interview where the same professors who have taken your G, where for the final interview? How was your, personal interview experience?
Yeah, so post G again we went out of the breakout room, and then actually mine was on second, so the interview panel was same only. So there was just one candidate who was ahead of me. So he went to the PI room, and then I just had to wait for around 15 minutes, not more than that.
Mm-hmm.
And post that I was called for the PI.
Mm-hmm. So we'll go to the next part of it, which is PI, because all
Yeah.
the things that you made when it comes to this attempts, G, all boils down to your personal interview. How you perform in this
Yes.
15 to 20 minutes of discussion, and this 15 to 20-minute discussion will decide your future whether you'll get seat in the campus or not, right? So, Bedabrat,
Yes.
we wanted to understand. Tell us about your professors. Tell us about the scenario where they chill, where they, putting a lot of stress on you. How was the scenario there?
Yes. So, first of all, when I entered the room, they were very welcoming. So they welcomed me. I also greeted them. There was this same panelist, the one female panelist and one male panelist. So the first GE question came from the female panelist, and she asked me about myself only. The typical "tell me about yourself" question, and I answered it. Already had I had prepared an answer for it, and I answered her about it. So after that, the next question that she asked me was regarding my work ex, like what all things I did in my work ex and all
Mm-hmm.
those things. So after that, she asked me a really good question. That she asked me that you were already working in as an operation manager, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she asked me then why do you want to do an MBA in SIOM, or why do you want to do in an MBA in operation management?
Mm-hmm.
So I was aware of that question, that it might be a possible question. So I had already prepared for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So post that, after answering that, she asked me one tricky question regarding. She asked me to rank the interviews that I was having,
Mm-hmm.
and while I was ranking, obviously I wanted to have operations management as my top choice, so I put SIOM at top. But she asked me is it because she have asked me the question I have put SIOM on top, or it is my genuine series only. So I have said that the position is not because of the question being asked from her. It is just because I wanted to do operations management, and SIM is the best choice for me.
Right.
And these were few questions that she asked.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, the male panelist started asking me question.
Mm-hmm.
And initially, he just asked me about Guwahati, like what is so special about Guwahati, my place. And after that, he asked me a very, fun question. Like he
Mm-hmm.
asked me, "Are you famous in your locality?"
Oh.
So I have not heard about that question before,
Mm-hmm.
but I have answered him that, sir, I will not say that I am a popular or a person in my locality, because I have not done anything substantial as of right now to be considered myself as a
Mm-hmm.
popular figure. So I have given him a nice brief answer. So he was happy with it. It was a fun, chilling conversation of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then he asked me a normal e-commerce based question, like how in today's day and age, Blinkit and Instamart are operating, and is there a future for such market and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And post that, he just asked me, have I gone through the curriculum of SIOM? And I already went through the curriculum
Mm-hmm.
before the interview. So he asked me what two things fascinated me about the curriculum.
Mm-hmm.
And I have told him that as well. So that was a pretty brief PI round I had. The
Mm-hmm.
panelists were really chill, were
Mm-hmm.
very welcoming. They were very nice, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the PI total experience.
So in 2022, when I went there for the interview, they also asked the same question which you asked to you in terms of how the future of Q-commerce. And I have given half of the answer, and in between that answer, they stopped me and they told me that okay, we wanted that word, and then they told me to push that word. Lastly, the word was interoperability, right? So I think they somehow try to gauge you down. They somehow try to understand the person very well. SIOM Nashik is kind of a college which is very different from other colleges. That's how the package went off, right? If you look at the other colleges of Symbiosis, the package goes for 12 to 13. But SIOM Nashik is quite different because the only engineers are allowed. Secondly, the people who have work ex have goes more weightage as compared to freshers. If you have
Mm,
work ex, then you are a perfect fit for SIOM Nashik, right? So,
mm,
Bedabrat, I wanted to understand now you are done with the whole process. So, what was your experience regarding the whole process? Was it a smooth? Was there any technical glitch? And have you asked other students who also came for the process? What kind of question we asked to these people?
mm. So, as per the process went pretty smooth, apart from the document verification part, where I had a glitch from my end. So whenever I was trying to show the certificates, so it was not properly, focusing on the certificate. So for that, I already had soft copies uploaded on my device,
Mm-hmm.
and they asked me to just share the screen and show it to them. So it went smooth, and I had already uploaded all the documents in the portal as well. So there
Mm-hmm.
were not much of a hassle. Just it was just 1 2 minute hassle at the beginning only.
Mm-hmm.
And apart from that, the rest of the GE and PI process were completely smooth. The panelists were really, really welcoming and very happy, and genuinely started to have a conversation rather than asking me question. It was one of my most satisfied or satisfiable PI experience
Mm-hmm.
uh, than all the other PIs I have given till date.
Yeah.
And so that is it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we are hoping that you will get SIM convert soon. So, Bedabrat, a lot of students are still waiting for their personal interviews. So, what's your advice for the people who are aspiring for SIM Nashik?
My advice will be that just prepare about your work ex. You should be thorough what you have done in those 2 3 years, whatever work ex you guys are having. You should be thorough about it. Try to relate it with operations like as I have done kaizens in my work ex. So I mentioned that in my tell me about yourself. I was expecting questions on them. So I had prepared that was as well, but they didn't ask me follow-up questions regarding that. But what I would suggest is try to add all these things because you have only helped me in this regard actually. You
Right.
have given a few terms prior to interview as well that I can incorporate. And
Mm-hmm.
among those few terms, few of the things I had already done in my work ex, so I tried to incorporate that in my tell me about yourself. So
Yeah.
this is what I would advise other students as well.
Yeah. So, guys, those who are watching us, I'll advise you to have some mock PIs before going to the final interview, so that you will be in a situation where if you go through this mock PI, you understand what kind of question that are asked, and we are covering all the questions which are asked to the students last year, last to last year, and from last 3 years, we are covering the topics so that you will feel confident. You will learn something from these PIs. And thank you so much, Vedabhat, taking out your time. It was a nice talking to you, and we hope that you will get your final convert and whatever colleges that you have, we are there to help you out. uh, just text me once if you feel that if you are facing any issues in terms of resources, in terms of mock PIs, or any advice that you wanted to have, or any suggestion. We are there to help you out. Thank you so much, Devabal, again.
Thank you, Akash. Also, I would like to say one more thing. So that is a huge thank you to you, because there have been times when I have texted you and you were completely busy, but still you have replied me even at 3 a.m. in the night, 4 a.m. in the night. And you guys have been really helpful throughout the process. So a huge thank you to you as well.
Thank you so much, Bedabrat, for these nice
Yes.
words. Yeah, our motto is to help each and every aspirant who's coming to us. That's why we are spending almost 1 to 2 hours for every candidate just to help that. See, money and all these things, that's a different part of it, right? But getting a seat at this stage, right? Because most of the students who often leave their job, I was also in the same shoes of yours 3 years ago. It's just that I know
Mm,
how the things work in the industry and how other competitors are working there. Just to help the student, we started it off, and I think it has become a success for us.
mm.
Yeah. All the best to you,
Yeah.
Bedabrat, and
Thank you.